Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 233 for the 7th of January, 2024. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Off to a good start. Didn't crap out the intro. And I got the year right.
Brilliant.
So there you go.
Brilliant. I just woke up, by the way, not that long ago.
Seriously, man.
I had a wee lie down.
A wee nana nap.
Yeah. Yeah, so this might be a sleepy episode.
We've got a lot to get through.
Yeah, well.
Golden Globes are tonight.
This is going to wake me up.
Golden Globes are tonight. This will wake you up.
Oh.
The Golden Globes are tonight.
Yep.
Third time is a charm. The BAFTAs are coming up, which we're not going to talk about just now because it's a couple of weeks away.
It's award season.
In fact, it is award season. My glasses don't sit straight now. I've noticed on videos. I know it looks like that. I look like bloody what's that guy from Coronation Street? The guy with the taped up glasses.
Don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Jack Duckworth, that's him.
Looks fine for podcast though.
It looks fine for a podcast. Exactly. Yeah. Audio podcast. Use the audio podcast. So there's and we also have to look out for all the movies that are coming out and all the TV shows that are coming out in 2024. So this is obviously the sort of we just coast after this.
Yeah.
Podcast wise.
Yeah. I mean, there must be a lot of stuff coming because of the writer's strike and stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
Double strike. 3 strikes you're out. Yeah. The key grip strike. Oh wait! By the way, I have to apologise to everybody. I think we promised we were going to do an episode in between Christmas and New Year. We did do a Rebel Moon review, but we didn't do a full year review.
If you want to see a recap of a Rebel Moon review, is up. Yeah, but apologise for not doing the year in review thing, which everybody was doing anyway. If you want a short form version of the Rebel Moon review, but if you want the longer version, it's still on the channel.
Yeah,
if you missed it, and we do delve into a few bits and pieces as to why it's. So it's an interesting view. I watched it again and I thought it's a fair assessment of the show.
So apologies again though about us lying to you. We won't do it again. At the moment, it's
a New Year resolution.
I've put drawing pins in the soles of my shoes just to, so every time I walk about, I'm in pain.
Okay, that's good to know. I haven't done that.
I got that from a film that I watched, St. Maud. That's what she did.
Okay.
And then she spoilers at the end. She kills herself by burning herself on the beach in front of a crowd of people.
And you live by the beach.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Is that Wicker Man movie that you were promoting?
No, that wasn't that. That was something else.
Okay. How was your Christmas anyway?
Really good, brilliant, really enjoyable. I think I'm well past it. I was back at work. Excuse me for yawning. I was back at work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I've eased myself in. So Monday's not my first day, so that's fine. Good. You yourself? You did quite one.
Yeah, quite one. Brought in the bells. Did the usual thing. We watched ABC's Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. LL Cool J was performing.
Brilliant.
You obviously didn't watch it then.
It's not on here.
Thank God for that.
We get the hootenanny and all that.
That's good. Yeah, that's that. I think if there's one country in the world you have to celebrate New Year in, it's Scotland, because that's the birthplace of New Year. Like that's the place that celebrates it the most.
The best.
I mean, Hogmanay is a great day. For obvious reasons. It is. And I get fireworks at the end of it, which is very nice.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What more could you ask for? And you get to drink a wee scotch as well at the end of it.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Wee whiskey.
Well, I think I'm not going to go a dry January, but
laying off it a wee bit.
I'll do my best. Do my best.
Uh-huh. I'm still on the beer. The root beer.
Nice one.
A&W.
Right, let's get into this.
Let's get into this, yeah. Let me bring up the tea. And we actually start off the year with, unfortunately, some sad news. We've had some actors passing. British actor Tom Wilkinson. This is from December 30th. So he was in Full Monty. He was also the narrator in Grand Budapest Hotel. And he was in Michael Clayton and millions of other movies. He always seemed to play like a kind of bad guy kind of character and things. But fantastic actor, and he's sadly no longer with us. 75 he was. David Soul as well, who portrayed Hutch in Starsky and Hutch. He died as well. When did he die? I think it was 2 days ago. So when was that? The 5th of January. So yeah, he unfortunately passed away as well. Sad to see it. The last thing I think I saw him in was Starsky and Hutch with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller. Was it?
It was in Extras. Remember, it was no. Was it Extras? No, it wasn't Extras. It was the. Was it the Life's Too Short? That one.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Oh wait a minute. No, sorry, it wasn't. He was in a Little Britain.
None of those things.
It was a Little Britain sketch show he was in. That's what he was in.
Yeah. So nothing to do with Ricky Gervais. Everything to do with David Walliams and Matt Lucas. Okay. Yeah. So he's unfortunately passed as well.
80 years old.
80 years old.
So, and he was in Salem's Lot, which is probably one of the best.
That's right.
TV adaptations of
The Master.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And that's the one that caused you were 6 at the time, something like that. And it was if you have small children, don't let them sit too close to the TV. And so what did Jodie do? Cuddled up beside the TV.
I know, I didn't. I sat right in front of it with my arms folded. In front of it,
yeah.
Like, give it to me, all you've got.
Yeah.
By God, did it?
It did.
It was the scene. If anybody knows the scene, it was the bit when they're kind of moving the camera.
The Dracula is.
They're moving the camera slowly through the prison cells.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, in fact, it's Juliette Lewis's dad that's in the prison cells.
Is it? Is that? Wait a minute. Revelations. Hold on to that thought. Aye, so then the Nosferatu Dracula just pops up on the screen out of nowhere. I crap my pants. Still think of it to this day. That actor's Juliette Lewis. I can totally see that.
Yep. Let me just pick up a picture of them. So this is let me just on a new tab. So this is Jeffrey Lewis here.
No, it's not.
That's Jeffrey Lewis.
He looks different.
Oh, he's younger.
Show a picture of him back in the day, though. Don't recognise him there.
Hang on a sec. What, 1980s?
Yeah, when he was younger.
Images.
He just get much more Juliette Lewis vibes about him.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, here's a bunch of pictures.
There you go.
There you go. And then here is Juliette Lewis here.
Yep.
There's Jeffrey Lewis and Juliette Lewis.
It's the way their eyes are crossed, I think. It's definitely.
There's a kind of familial boss-eyedness.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Aye. If you can get it, get it.
Yeah. And then finally, Cindy Morgan today, Caddyshack star and Tron star. She was Laurie and Yuri in Tron.
Who was she in Caddyshack?
She played the judge's niece.
Is that not the main one with Chevy Chase?
Yeah, she was the kind of love interest in the show.
Was she?
Yeah.
That was her?
Yep, that's her.
And she was in Tron?
Yeah. She played Laurie in Tron.
No way. Never put those two and two together at all.
Yori. Oh yeah, it's Laura and Yori. Yep,
wow. So it is.
There you go.
Wow.
So
my mind has been blown, and we're only 10 minutes in.
There you go.
Wow. There you
go. Juliette Lewis and Yori from Tron was in Caddyshack.
Wow.
It was her first movie, Caddyshack.
Wow. There you go. Never ever didn't realise that at all.
I know.
There you
go. I know. I'll move that over there because that's the show notes. I'll keep showing there. Mickey Mouse is no longer in copyright.
Mm-hmm.
Is in public domain, sort of, kind of. He's not really, but he's kind of in copyright domain.
A version of him is.
A version of him is, yeah. So basically, and you've probably seen the thumbnail of this very podcast. The image that we've used is no longer in public domain, so we don't need to ask Disney for permission to use that particular image. And no other image of Disney of Mickey Mouse. That's the one. Yeah. The only one we can use is that one with Steamboat Willie going.
So does this mean then that we're going to get like horror versions of Steamboat Willie and video games of Steamboat Willie and all sorts of stuff?
Yeah, there's already multiple. This is multiple horror movies have been announced based on Steamboat Willie. This is not going to fly, ladies and gentlemen. This is not how copyright works.
The Pooh one didn't do well, though.
So the Pooh one I don't understand because, like, Winnie the A.A. Milne, the version of Winnie the Pooh was A.A. Milne's version of Winnie the Pooh, and that version didn't have the red T-shirt. He was just a bear.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how the horror was it Quest for Honey or something it's called? Honey and Blood?
Blood and Honey.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how that got passed because he wears like a red top in that. So I don't understand how that version of Winnie the Pooh can, like, maybe they've obviously got better lawyers than we are because we're not lawyers.
So you're basically saying that it was the book, the written version of Winnie the Pooh came out of copyright, yeah?
That's right, yeah.
It was free for all.
Yeah.
And the Disney version's depiction had the wee red top. Why did he just wear a wee... That made it worse, though. The fact he was kicking about with just a wee red top on, kind of crop top.
Pantsless.
With no pants on. That made it worse.
Like it was like he's going to the toilet in the middle of the night.
You have put so many images in my head now. I do apologise, everybody. Good God. Sloan kicking about in his wee red crop top. Oh, the curtains are still open.
What a silly Billy. Not as good as my Eeyore, but never mind. So there you go. So Steamboat Willie is now in copyright infringement. Use him at your peril, ladies and gentlemen.
So we're probably going to see lots of crap things done with it.
Yes,
and it isn't the most recognisable version of Mickey Mouse anyway. No, he doesn't have the wee gloves. He doesn't have the wee pants. And at least he's wearing pants.
Well, that's true. But ABC, which is the sort of the network arm of Disney, they refer to him as the lanky, roguish like version of Mickey Mouse, which would be unrecognizable to children today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, not that unrecognizable. I mean, still got the ears.
Yeah, I mean, there was a game out called Bendy. Do you remember it? And
Bendy.
It kind of Bendy, and it kind of lampooned that era of Disney.
Well, there was Cupheads as well.
Cuphead, aye. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it was colour, Bendy was black and white.
Color, Yeah, it's true.
So it was.
That was an amazing looking game. Really hard though. The Cuphead.
I love it. I love that game. Love it.
It's so difficult.
Danny couldn't get the hang of it, but I was all in.
Yeah, it's like a Konami shoot 'em up game.
Memorizing
Like
the
one of
patterns.
those. Yeah, yeah.
It's brilliant. Really good. Really hard. Very, very hard.
Yeah.
Looks as if it's going to be a doddle, but bloody hell.
Yeah.
Great. Fantastic.
I'm gonna move this up a wee bit because.
In fact, that could kind of. I don't know if you had this as the story, but there's a claymation game coming out that I shared with you.
Do you know what? I did actually have that, and I don't know why it's. I never put it in the rundown.
Henry's something or something.
Henry. Yeah, just give me 1 sec. Sorry, I'll find that for you.
Yeah, I saw this. It came up in my feed, and I thought that looks really interesting. So it's like
Harold
a kind of
Halibut.
That's the one. So somebody's done a kind of claymation style game, but the style of it is also a bit Wes Anderson as well. It's a point and click adventure, I think, and that looks really interesting. I looked at the trailer as well for it.
Is there a trailer for it? There must be.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so it's coming out later on this year.
Let me see if I can find it.
So for fans of sort of LucasArts
shorts
point and click adventures.
Is it here?
Yeah.
This is very
It's very Wes Anderson-ish.
Yeah.
As well, the light, the way it's lit, the colours,
the
vibe, just the whole vibe. Looks really cool.
There was a game I mentioned in our chat. There's a game called Denis. I can't remember what it's called. Pamplemousse. Dominique Pamplemousse. The subtitle is "It's All Over Once the Fat Lady Sings," by a game developer called Squinky, and she did a presentation at GDC one year. It was an interesting talk, but essentially they're like they're more of an artist than a programmer, but they decided they were going to do this claymation art style. They didn't realize it was going to take so much time. So the coding was actually a really short amount of time, but the claymation took so much longer. But if they're using this, Harold Halibut are using the Unreal Engine, so it's not real claymation; it's fake claymation. But it does look interesting.
I mean, I love these sort of things. It's like Spider-Verse and stuff, messing with the genre of animation, and things, and this is messing with the sort of game genre, obviously, with kind of realistic claymation instead of kind of. I know everything wants to be kind of like Ghost of Tsushima or GTA 6, but I find these kind of things really interesting.
Yeah,
visually,
and it's got that kind of
will be as good as it looks.
The kind of media molecule type feel to it as well. The little big planet,
little big planet,
faraway type stuff.
A kind of handmade feel.
Yes.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah,
I like all that.
Amazon Prime.
Oh
dear. They're going to start showing ads on January 29th, whether we like it or not. So this is if you've just got the basic version of Amazon Prime. They've decided that they're obviously not making enough money from it, so they're going to front load the content with adverts. But they kind of do that anyway. They have house ads before every single show. I don't know if you watch a lot of Amazon Prime. We do, and they put everything in there. As there's a house ad at the start of it. Apple do the same thing as well.
Aye.
But it's going to be like proper ads.
So this is for a certain subscription, though. This is for the sort of council subscription, as it were.
Yeah, the council subscription. Yeah. Customers the option of paying an extra $2.99 per month to avoid advertisements. So basically, if you have Amazon Prime just now, you're going to get the advertising one.
Oh, really? So we need to pay extra?
You need to pay another $3 a month for Amazon Prime.
So is that pump us up to?
No action is required from you, and there is no change to the current price of your Amazon Prime membership. Customers have the option of paying an additional $2.99 per month to keep avoiding advertisements.
But wait a minute, though. They have gone against their contract, the original contract they had with us. Surely this is illegal.
My guess would be read the terms and services, because it will be something in there about they can change how things get delivered and what adverts are placed in this service.
Because when you sign up for Prime, you're signing up for a service that doesn't have adverts. So now you've got to pay extra.
Are you though?
So now you've got to pay extra for no adverts. I think you are.
I'm sure their lawyers have looked over it.
Well, they can come to me. I'll speak to them individually.
Jody at superkellybros.com.
Yeah, that's me. It's just ripping off their customers. It's not a good way to treat your customers, is it?
Not really, no.
The more honourable way of doing it would be to have your dedicated, subscribers that you've had for all these years.
Grandfather them in.
They are the ones that don't have the adverts, and then you bring in a cheaper version that does have adverts.
Well, see, the thing though is
that kick your subscribers in the teeth.
Prime Video started off as an offshoot to Prime. So you're paying for Amazon Prime, which is next day delivery. Which, by the way, through the pandemic was not next day delivery. I don't know if anyone else that. But you were still paying for Amazon Prime. So that, as far as I'm concerned, they've had 2 years of Prime for free from me, for me anyway. But they the way they're looking at it is this is an additional service to your Prime subscription, which is your parcel delivery. So they could do whatever they want with it. It's up to them. So essentially what they're saying is their Prime Video is now $2.99 a month.
I'm not happy.
I can imagine you're not happy.
I don't think we'll pay $2.99 over here. It'll probably be $1.99.
Probably $1.99, yeah.
But
still. Do you use Prime a lot?
As in what? To watch?
To watch things on Prime, yeah.
Or delivery wise. I don't have Prime. I use Evelyn's, so it's not my problem really. Okay. I pay Apple, Disney, and Netflix. She does Prime, and she's still not discovered this, but she's paying for Thingy Plus as well.
Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is cheaper. Paramount Plus, here's a hot tip for you. Paramount Plus is cheaper, it certainly is in Canada anyway, if you get the subscription through Prime than it is getting it through Paramount Plus.
Well, it is through Prime, yeah.
Yeah. They have like Prime channels, which, by the way, is basically cable. They're just bundling it with cable.
Also,
this is the cable bundle.
James gets Paramount Plus because it's free with Sky Movies. If you subscribe to Sky Movies, I think Paramount's free.
Okay. So, I mean, he needs it for his Star Trek, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. And then our moment of outrage, because it wouldn't be a new year, is this one here, which is feminist director says it's about time a woman shaped a Star Wars film.
Not been doing your homework, feminist director.
Well, so she said it's about time shaped Star Wars movie after being picked to helm. Then you went. My objection to this is Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. I'm not sure what I don't know what work that she's done, but I think I don't want to say it's documentary, but it's let me look. Works non-fiction. Yeah, it's a lot of documentary.
I don't understand how she's been picked for this.
So she directed 2 episodes of Ms. Marvel, which I liked. I thought it was a good show. but she's notably. It's a lot of. This is her list of work here. So, all of this here, these are all non-fiction type works. My objection to this appointment is not Charmin, who obviously has proven she can direct movies. If the idea was to have a woman to shape a new Star Wars film, what happened to the Patty Jenkins movie?
Good point.
There's that one. And then what happened to Bryce Dallas Howard and Deborah Chow? Like, did they not get? Did they get a call, or did they just immediately just go outside of Lucasfilm?
Yeah, exactly. They've both proven themselves within Lucasfilm with Mando episodes.
Exactly.
Bryce Dallas
and Obi-Wan as well.
Multiple occasions. Obi-Wan was that directed by a female?
I think that was mostly Deborah Chow that directed it.
Oh, sorry, it was Deborah Chow directed the whole thing. Aye,
yeah.
Aye. I'd say Deborah Chow's direction was. I don't know. I prefer Bryce Dallas Howard's direction. I must stuff as well. Say. I think a lot of the Obi-Wan, the stuff that didn't work though was to do with editing rather than direction, or a wee bit of both. But anyway, I'd like to see.
I think it's an editing thing there as well. Yeah. We've talked about the editing in Ahsoka and Obi-Wan were pretty egregious.
But I mean, God, they're really banging on about the feminism stuff and Star Wars. Is it no? But it's as if it's never happened. George Lucas was a pioneer, and that instead of the princess in the castle was, I know, helpless. She was the one getting blasters, blasting all the stormtroopers as well. So she was getting right in there. She was a kind of pioneering character that way.
Yeah. So. I don't. I mean, she's saying that she's saying that it's about time a woman shaped a Star Wars film, but isn't Kathleen Kennedy the executive producer / president of Lucasfilm? Doesn't she shape all the films?
Yeah, and I get the impression she's all the way through her reign at Lucasfilm. She's tried to do that all the way through it.
Yeah,
having Rey obviously as the main character and the original the sequel trilogy. And bringing in female directors. It's not like they've been doing it in Star Wars for ages. Is my point. I mean, you made a list of all the strong female characters and all the directors and that we've already had and stuff.
I kind of went off on one because I didn't actually read this. I didn't even read the headline. It's just I was like, it's about time women shaped Star. I'm like, what are you talking about, women shaped? And I was like, because then my head went into there's never been a strong female character in Star Wars apart from Leia, Padme, Ahsoka, Sabine, Omega, Hera, Mon Mothma, Reva, Aunt Beru, Jyn Erso, Rey Palpatine.
Aunt Beru.
Aunt Beru was kick-ass in Obi-Wan.
Oh, in Obi-Wan she was. Yeah,
she was great. I know it was a bit off.
I'm like
a bit off topic. My rant was a bit off topic compared to this, but I mean, it just goes to prove the fact that if her statement is like it's about time women shape Star Wars films is in to go by. For the last wee while, it's been mostly women that have been at the forefront of Star Wars movies, and there's nothing wrong with that. We've all said that we really would like to have Cara Dune back as well, because we always thought she was a great, strong character. We like the Armorer, Bo-Katan as well. Grief, like just to listen to all these strong female characters. They're all great characters, and it's the same thing as what's his face, George R. R. Martin. He was asked, what's your process in writing like strong, good female characters? Because it's very difficult to do that in fantasy. He says, I just write characters, and that's all you do. Is that people have wants and needs, and you have a story to tell, and you tell it through those characters, and it doesn't matter whether it's what gender or whatever it is that character is. As long as it's a good character, the audience will get behind that character.
Exactly.
And that's it. That's all you want. You want a good story, good characters, and you're good to go.
I just find this a wee bit of a worrying statement, because I think they're bringing in somebody that doesn't know what they're getting into, and thinks that if she thinks she's doing something different, by saying what she's saying, I don't. What's she going to do? What is she going to bring into Star Wars?
Don't know.
Breastfeeding. Wow. We've already had that. We've had it for breastfeeding as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Luke Skywalker's breastfed a big, so
less said about that bit, the better.
Let's move on.
It feels like this statement here feels like ticking boxes.
Oh, can we?
First woman and first person of color to direct a Star Wars movie. It's like, is that the criteria, or do we want to go with would it be better to have the best person to have it? Like, for example, Deborah Chow, Bryce Dallas Howard, who are already in the house. They're in the building.
I know.
And that's not to say that, obviously Disney want, Charmaine to sort of stay with them. She's directed a couple of Ms. Marvel episodes. Why not give her a Marvel show?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing stopping her from
Marvel
doing
movie.
Like, that would make more sense to do like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Like, why not do that? Why not bring it into? Actually, why didn't they get her to do the Marvels movie?
Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be another one of these ones where this gets announced and then the director changes or something's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I just get that feeling. I get a bad feeling. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Because again, all these movies, they're all pre-viz stuff. So all the sort of, the people talking around tables, all that kind of stuff, those are all directed by those directors. And all the action sequences are all pre-done by the production, the content guys. And women, like, for example, like the creative team at Lucasfilm, they all decide these are the beats of the story, or at least they should be deciding that, because that's the way Kevin Feige does it. What the beats of the story are, and then it's up to the director how they get to those beats in the story. And that's why they always bring in, oh God, what's her name? How that directed Nomadland. Nomadland. I can't remember the woman's name. Anyway, great director. Brought her in, put her in the Eternals.
Eternals,
and it was a terrible idea. Like, there was not a good movie to bring her into.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, get the right people in for the job. That's what I'm saying. And and I think if you bring in someone who obviously has a love for the Star Wars universe, like Bryce Dallas Howard, like Deborah Chow, they'll do a great job. Bring in someone who's not familiar with the work, and you're going to struggle. And that's male or female. I'm not talking about just this particular person. I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
Bringing in people for that.
I just worry that it's going to start getting preachy, and it's going to be all about male, female empowerment and, all that, when it's like, wait a minute here, we're talking about a fantasy science fiction TV show, not like,
not Star Trek.
The Wonder Years or something, or
Yeah, Star Trek has been more politically charged than it, because it's supposed to be a future utopia. Star Trek, and those kind of things, I think, fit in well with those stories. There's been a ton of examples in the Next Generation of those kind of stories.
Having wee bits and bobs of it in here and there, but for it to ram down your throat, the way that Doctor Who is doing it is like off the scale, ramming these issues down your throat. That affect a minority or whatever, Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm old fashioned, but to me, Star Wars is an action-packed space romp.
It is. It's basically
it's
a fantasy thing. It's not.
It's not a lecture
tongue in cheek
and equality and stuff.
It's a bit of fluff that it's a escapism is what it is.
Escapism, aye. I don't want it to be a lecture about bloody feminism and
it's
how I'm I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Here's a weird thing. I mentioned Cara Dune there. Is that not her there?
Oh, is it?
In that oh god, the Ben Shapiro, that right wing guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
What's he written a movie?
No, it's his production company. They got in contact with Gina Carano and then they did a movie together.
All right.
And it's this Western thing.
All right, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's weird the fact that
he was a big supporter of her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's weird the fact I mentioned her and all of a sudden there's an advert playing for her.
Funny that's
weird.
A logarithm's happening right in front of your eyes, folks.
A logarithm?
Or ears. What are they?
Algorithm.
Algorithm, that's it. I knew it was something like that.
All right. Let's go. Emma Thompson sporting some amazing eyebrows there.
Not Emma Thompson.
Not Emma Thompson. Emma Stone.
What? God, Stone. Stone. I was going to say
Emma
Watson.
Emma
Stone.
Emma somebody. Emma Thackeray. She. This is from the Golden Globe nominations. I have a sheet. I have a sign-up sheet for you.
Oh, great.
Right. Okay. These are the nominons.
Big so I can see this.
Oh no, hold on a second. I can make this big as well. Hold on.
Right. Okay, that's better.
There you go. Is that better?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay.
I need to go glasses otherwise.
We're not going to know half of these. I am telling you right now. Mm-hmm. Best film drama. So there's best film drama, best film musical comedy, music or comedy, best director, best actress drama, best actor drama, best actress musical or comedy, and then best series musical or comedy, and then best series drama. That's the only ones we're doing because there's thousands of these because it's the Golden Globes and they go on for 11 billion years.
That's fine.
So we'll just go through these ones, and then they're happening tonight, and then we'll see. I can't watch it live because the Bills are playing the Dolphins, so I'll be watching that instead. Go Bills!
Okay, right. So, Anatomy of a Fall, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, and The Zone of Interest.
Yep.
I have not heard of Past Lives or The Zone of Interest. Anatomy of a Fall, I have heard of, and I've heard really good things about it. Mm-hmm. It's like Sweden, and a guy falls off a balcony, a ski kind of resort or something like that, and dies. And they look at it from every scenario. It's a bit like The Staircase, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it's getting really good reviews. I think that might be the outsider or the sort of one to watch. I think I might go for that actually.
All right. Let me just.
I think I might go for that.
So you're going to go for Anatomy of a Fall.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with a popular choice.
Okay.
Oppenheimer. Because I think that'll win. Best film, musical, or comedy. So we get Air, American Fiction, Barbie. Let me just pull this down here so we can. There you go. Clever. So we get best musical or comedy: Air, American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, May December, and Poor Things.
Okay. I'm gonna go. God. Barbie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Barbie. I think Barbenheimer is going to be not strong. I think that'll be it for them.
Oh, do you think so? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that'll be it.
I tell you what, we're good at the video game awards. So
we were pretty damn spot. I think we got like 5 out of 7 or something, which is pretty good for us. Best director, Bradley Cooper from Maestro.
He directed that.
He's directing a few things these days.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Gerwig, Babby, Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things, Chris Nolan, Oppenheimer, Marty Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Celine Song, Past Lives.
I'm going to go Yorgos, Poor Things.
Poor Thing. Have you seen it?
Between you and I
Uh-huh.
have seen some of it, yeah.
I don't know any of these. Other than, I mean, Oppenheimer, because I know Chris Nolan, Martin Scorsese, because I know that. Barbie, because I've watched it. I find I'm not a big fan of Bradley Cooper directing, to be honest. I'm going to be honest.
He directed
He's okay.
the song one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Star is Born.
Star is Born.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
I'm going to go with Marty.
Go Marty. I hope
go Marty
likes
or go home. Yeah, I hope so as well.
I'm looking for that's. By the way, that is out on Friday on Apple TV.
Oh, is it this Friday? It's been,
yeah.
Been coming out for ages. It was on Paramount.
But I keep checking.
For ages.
So this Friday, I'm watching it.
That's good. I'm watching it as well. Annette Bening-Nyad, which is about a long distance swimmer with Jodie Foster, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite an interesting one, that actually.
Yep. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall. Greta Lee, Past Lives. Carey Mulligan, Maestro. Carey Mulligan, who was in Blink, the Doctor Who episode. She played Sally Sparrow. And then Kaylee Spaney in Priscilla.
Okay. I am going for Lily Gladstone.
I am also going for Lily Gladstone. I've seen a couple of clips.
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
I think she's going to get it.
Best actor in a drama, Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Leonardo DiCaprio, Killers of the Flower Moon, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Barry Keoghan for Saltburn, which has been advertised heavily on Prime over here.
Seen it.
Cillian Murphy, is it Cillian or Cillian? Cillian. Oppenheimer, it's a good Irish name, that, Cillian Murphy. And Andrew Scott, another good Irish name, All of Us Strangers. Well, because he's Irish.
Andrew Scott?
Well, I think he's Northern Ireland, but still.
Is he?
Yeah.
I am going to go for Cillian.
I'm going to go with Andrew Scott. Andrew Scott plays. He was in Black Mirror and he was in Sherlock Holmes. He played Moriarty.
Right.
Have you never seen Andrew Scott?
I would recognise him to see.
Let me show you a picture of Andrew Scott. You'll be like, oh, that guy.
You'd be surprised. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Andrew Scott.
I was in bloody Fleabag.
Fantastic. Exactly, yeah. He plays the priest in Fleabag.
Yeah.
Fantastic actor.
I know him. He was in 1917 as well. He had a great part in it, very small part.
Was he?
Near the beginning. He's the kind of the sort of commanding officer that's pretty much seen it all, done it all, and explains to the boys where they need to go when they go over
the Gallipoli part of it.
Yeah. Yep.
What are your legs? Steel Springs. Best Actress, Musical or Comedy, Fantasia Barrino, The Color Purple.
Yep.
Jennifer Lawrence, No Hard Feelings. Natalie Portman, May December. Alma Poisty.
You know what?
Poisty. Fallen Leaves, Margot Robbie for Barbie. And Emma Stone for Poor Things.
I'm going to go Emma Stone.
You're going to go Emma Stone?
Definitely.
I am going to go Margot Robbie.
Whoa.
Because I think she did a fantastic performance in Barbie. I thought it was really good.
I think Margot Robbie's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but I think Emma Stone, from what I've seen over in that Poor Things, is
the eyebrows
spectacular.
Yep.
I've not seen anything else, though, so it's a shame.
Best Actor, Comedy or Musical, Nicolas Cage for Dream Scenario. Timothy Chalamet for Wonka. Matt Damon for Air, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, and Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid.
Well, that's a tough one. It's between Beau's Afraid and Dream Scenario for me. Oh man, that's a toughie do that. I'm gonna go Nicolas Cage.
You're gonna go Nicolas Cage?
Yep.
Right. As much as I want to see Nicolas Cage win, I'm actually going to go with Paul Giamatti, who I think is one of the most. I know he's not an underrated actor, but he doesn't seem to win awards or get the press that he needs. I think Paul Giamatti and Stanley Tucci, I think, are like two of the guys that they're always there. They're always put in the graft, and they never seem to get the kind of big accolades. So I want Paul to win this one. So
good
luck, Paul.
Good shout.
Best TV series, musical or comedy. So All the Light We Cannot See. That's a no from me. Beef, Daisy Jones and the Six, Fargo, Fellow Travelers, and Lessons in Chemistry. Wait, All the Light We Cannot See was a comedy?
No.
Or was it a musical?
No.
Why is it in that category then? That's the one with Hugh Laurie, isn't it, that plays the dad?
Well, Fargo's a comedy, I suppose. Yeah, that one.
You want to go with Fargo?
Yeah, I'll go with Fargo.
I'll go with Fargo as well. I think it'll end up being Beef, but
I'd like. Do you know? I keep every time I see that, I think I should see that Beef.
I know.
But, I know. It looks good. I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah. And then this is the last one here. So, best TV series drama, 1923, which is a spin-off of Yellowstone.
Is that the one with
a spin-off of
Harrison Ford in it?
I think it is, yeah, the Helen Mirren one. Yep. The Crown, The Diplomat, The Last of Us, The Morning Show, The Succession.
I'm going to go with The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Okay. And this is the last season for it. I'm going to go with Succession. Although I wouldn't call this a drama.
What, Succession?
But, yeah, I don't know if it's a drama. Dramedy?
Yeah, it is.
Dramedy? It's a dramedy.
It's not a comedy. It's got funny bits in it, but it's not a comedy.
Yeah, no. What we got here? So
tune in next week to see.
Tune in next week, exactly. Give us pelters. Actually, just let us know what ones you think should win out of those categories there. What ones are here? So there's a taste of things
coming soon in 2024, is it?
Yeah. So June Part 2. That's getting released on the 1st of March.
Finally.
So Austin Butler's in it, Florence Pugh's in it, Christopher Walken's in it. Stellan Skarsgård comes back as Harkonnen. Timothy Chalamet's back, obviously, as Paul Atreides. And Zendaya's coming back as Chani as well. So, and what's his face? Oh God, can I remember his name? The Spanish guy. Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
Yep, he's coming back as well. And I think so is Josh Brolin, and I think Josh Brolin's back as well.
I think he is, yeah. You skipped excuse me. You skipped 1, 2, and 3.
What?
You skipped part. You really.
But I don't know what these are.
Well, just Taste of Things. You know who Bob Marley is, don't you? That's the second movie.
Right, A Taste of Things. Anyone with an appetite for foodie film should be prepared to tuck into the most lavish of banquets. Tran Ahang's warm-hearted period drama set in 1885. Are you going to watch this?
No.
That's what I said. Are you going to watch a biopic on Bob Marley?
Bob Marley, One Love. Looks nothing like him. Looks too modern. Or is that just him hanging out? That's not
just
actually. That's still from the film.
Yeah, it's a still. It's a still from the film.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one here, Perfect
quiet
Days.
study of a middle-aged man who cleans public toilets in Tokyo. It may not sound like a must-see, but Perfect Days is a delightful return to form by Wim Wenders. Oh, Wim Wenders!
There you go. See,
The
you would have missed that.
77-year-old director of Paris, Texas, the Buena Vista Social Club. Its smallest hero is Hirayama, who carries out cleaning duties with the unwavering diligence of a monk. He leaves the rest of life the same meticulous fashion, whether he's tending his plants or listening to his prized collection of classic rock cassettes. There isn't much plot, but Wenders depicts his perfect days in such loving detail. Okay, it's just a documentary of a guy cleaning toilets, Jody, for the love of God.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
There's no twist in it, but his days will be rocked by the revelation that his daughter is back in town or something. There's none of that.
Might have. You never know.
Nah, it's not.
Anyway,
Mickey
okay.
17. So this is a follow-up to Parasite.
All right, okay. Interesting.
Based on Edward Ashton's novel.
So this is not the Mickey Mouse horror movie?
No, it's not. For? No. Steve Yeun's in it. Toni Collette's in it. Mark Ruffalo's in it, and Robert Pattinson is in it. Stars as Mickey, a cloned laborer on a spacecraft heading to a distant planet.
I'm in.
Once one Mickey dies, another is manufactured to replace him. Love it. So he must be the 17th replacement then.
I'm in. That sounds a bit like Moon, though. Remember the Sam Rockwell Moon movie? Spoilers? Oh, good.
Spoilers?
Sorry. Oops. Woo! Just forget I said that. Wipe your minds, everybody.
Yeah. Beep. Fun fact, Duncan Jones. That's David Bowie's son.
Directed that.
Yep.
Moon.
Sam Rockwell. Our pal Sam. In it.
Big pal. Big friend of the show.
Massive friend of the show. Back to Black. So this is another drama, but it's based on Amy Winehouse. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Sorry, Sam Taylor Johnson, written by Matt Greenhall. I can't print it. Help. Anyway, Marissa Abella stars as Winehouse alongside Jack O'Connell as Blake Fielder Civil and Eddie Marson. Oh, he's good. As her parents.
Let me see that picture. Is that
that's
the girl playing?
That's the woman playing.
Wow,
Amy Winehouse.
I thought that was Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, but no, it's not.
Oh, that'll be a good film. Tragic though. Did you ever watch the documentary?
It's
horrible.
Yeah, just a
poor girl.
I know. But this is what happens. It's the same thing as like when I watched Marilyn with Anna de Armas. I'm like, they just hounded her to an early grave.
I think she had issues though, Amy Winehouse, out with that. But
I know, but I mean, fame exacerbates these issues. It's the same thing with Marilyn Monroe as well.
Yeah.
And I think very similar stories, and also the Love Pamela, that documentary, which is she's obviously a survivor. She's in her 50s now, and she's still very much with us. But she didn't have an easy life either. Yeah. And it's just kind of sad the fact that this is what happens.
Well, see when this eventually takes off, this podcast takes off eventually. Just lay off the drugs, all right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. The drugs don't work, to quote someone.
30 years from now, when we've got 100 viewers. You just lay off the drugs. That's all I'm saying. Right. And they're making biopics about you.
We just take a note of that time. 54.
Yeah.
2. There's apparently StreamYard allows you to make shorts from video clips. Anyway, I don't know how it's going to do with the format we've got, but whatever. Challengers. So this is a love triangle amongst tennis pros with Zendaya, Josh O'Connor, and Mike Face.
Let's move on.
Tennis pros. Civil War. Oh, this looks good. Alex Garland.
I'm in for this.
So this follows on to Leave the World Behind. It kind of dovetails quite nicely at the end of it. So Anime was like, and what happens now? And I went, this is what happens now, because this played on as the trailer.
Yep.
So Kirsten Dunst is in it. Who else is in it? There's a few other people are in it.
Kaylee Spiney.
Yep, Nick Offerman's in it. He plays the US president. He was in Devs as well, also written by Alec Garland.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, that was a weird show, but I really enjoyed it.
That was weird. Yeah. So yeah, that looks good as well. So she has to get to DC for some reason, and hilarity ensues. I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it doesn't. I'm in.
Oh, I'm in. I'm full on in.
The Fall Guy. Ryan Gosling is playing Colt Seavers. I'm in. I don't care what the rest of it says. Blah blah blah. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it again, which is a Bullet Train. David Leitch, who directed Bullet Train and Deadpool 2, is the director.
Oh wow!
I'm in.
I'm double in.
It sounds like a good fun thing. What's her face? Emily Blunt's in it as well. She plays the director. Because it's a film within a film.
Hannah Waddington as well.
Yep, Hannah Waddington's in it as well. Yeah,
great.
I think this is going to be great. So
brilliant. What's not to like?
It says here as well. Anyone who's seen the hilarious Crazy Stupid Love will know that Ryan Gosling was funny years before he was just Ken. The Nice Guys.
Brilliant film.
Anyhow,
watched it a couple of weeks ago.
So did we?
Yeah.
Talking of funny guys, this looks quite good.
Does look good.
So this is Emily Blunt's husband directing this. So this is John Krasinski from an original idea by him. And it's about these creatures called ifs, which are imaginary friends. It reunites John Krasinski with Steve Carell, who plays the voice of one of the ifs, and it stars Ryan Reynolds. Why he's cracking his way through another movie.
Right, let's skip through these.
Yeah, no, we're getting quite long. Furiosa. This is Anna Taylor-Joy. She's playing the young Furiosa.
Good choice, I have to say. It's a good choice for the young Charlize Theron.
I'll be watching it.
I'll be watching it probably.
I think she's fantastic, Anna Taylor-Joy. Yeah. So watching that. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes of the Apes of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's coming out. I haven't watched a Planet of the Apes movie in years.
Have you not watched the trilogy?
No.
Oh, you need to watch.
I think I saw the first one.
I'd say the second one's the best. Third one's good, but not as good. But the second one's really good.
Yeah. So this is set 300 years after War for the Planet of the Apes, which is 2017.
Yeah. I'm up for watching that definitely.
Inside Out 2. This is Anxiety enters the fray. This is played by Maya Hawke.
Right.
So.
Well, it's the Age of Anxiety.
Yep. Age of Indifference. Horizon American Saga. This is Costner's role as a rancher and hits Hughes. It's a Western.
That's why he's ducked out of Yellowstone then, is it?
Probably, yeah. A Quiet Place Day One. So it's a spin-off of the horror thing that they did.
Yeah.
That'll
be good.
I never watched Quiet One Part 1 or 2. So
you're kidding.
No.
Brilliant films.
Yeah. Deadpool 3. I'm in.
Just in that picture alone.
Just for that picture alone. Look at the bright yellow suit that he's forced his pal Jackman to wear. Fantastic. Alien Romulus.
Oh, I'm in.
So this is film's first director Ridley Scott returned for the franchise's two most recent ones, but not even they could recapture the Spangton-Lang magic. Can Fede Alvarez do a better job? So it's a new director. So yeah, it's coming out soon. Beetlejuice 2. Most of the original cast are back, which is kind of nice. So Keaton's back.
Not for that.
Winona Ryder's back. Catherine O'Hara's back. I will descend into madness and I will take you with me. She was fantastic in that role.
Burton directing, yeah. Oh,
it
yes,
is.
yes.
Yep. I saw a TikTok recently, and it was titled "If Tim Burton directed Batman films." He did direct Batman films. I'm like, what? And it was all like stop motion Batman. I'm like, he did direct Batman.
That's why TikTok's not good.
Joker, and I can never pronounce this.
Folie à deux.
Folie à deux.
Folie à deux.
I don't think it's folie à deux. I think it's folie à deux.
Aye, because it's like double mistakes or something.
Yeah. Anyway, so Margot Robbie's out in this universe as Harley Quinn, and Lady Gaga is in as Harley Quinn. Lady Gaga. Paddington 3, Paddington in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
You like the Paddington movies?
Oh, I love them.
Yep. Anyway, I haven't seen any of them.
Why not?
I don't know.
What's wrong with you?
Because I don't have kids anymore. That's why.
Just watch it. It's a feel-good film. You love it.
I'm not sitting watching a cartoon by myself, unless it's Futurama.
It's not a cartoon. Anyway.
Alto Nights. This crime story set in the 1950s chronicles the rivalry between mobsters Frank Costello and Vito Genovese. A fight so intense that Genovese tried to have Costello killed. The trick is that Robert De Niro is going to play both characters. Screenplays by Nicholas Pileggi. Remember him?
I do.
Yep. Whose non-fiction book Wise Guy Life in Mafia was the source of Scorsese's Goodfellas. Barry Levinson, who made The Wizard of Lies, starring Robert De Niro as Bernie Madoff, directs here. He's done a few things as well. Barry Levinson as well is also in the movie Vertigo. No, High Anxiety with Mel Brooks.
Yep.
He plays the bellboy. And there's a bit in it where Mel Brooks is in the shower, and it's kind of like, Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
And because he tells him he says, "Have you got my paper yet?" He's going, get the paper. I'm sick and tired of get the paper. So the bellboy goes off and he goes for a shower, and then he sees a shadow coming out, and he pulls the curtain back, and Mel Brooks screams, and it's the bellboy going, "Here's your paper. Here's your paper. Here's your paper." It's very funny.
Anyway,
Gladiator 2, Wicked Part 1. So Gladiator 2 is a follow-on from the successful
first one.
Ridley Scott first one thing.
Yeah.
I thought they kind of ended it. Directed again by Ridley Scott, who is 86.
I know.
And he's still directing movies.
It's mad. It's crazy.
Anyway, so
have you seen Gladiator?
Gladiator 2. I've seen Gladiator.
All right, just
the Elysian Fields and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Are you not entertained?
Was that the first movie to do the kind of tickling the old
tickling the barley? Yes.
Not the Barbie.
I think it was. Yeah,
that's a different film.
Wicked Part 1. So this is, why did they just make a TV show? So there's two movies coming out, Wicked in Part 1 and Wicked Part 2. So it's the story of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. And so
Elphaba, is that her name?
Yeah.
Elphaba.
It's an anagram of Frank L. Baum, who's the guy that wrote Wizard of Oz. Elphaba. I'd like to say I made that up, but
not the way it's spelled. It's not. But anyway,
I don't know. It's the musical that gave us Defying Gravity, which is one of the finest songs ever written. But never mind. And then for some unknown reason, they're remaking the bloody Mufasa Lion King thing again. Anyway, so they're doing this. I don't know.
What? Oh, it's a prequel. It's a prequel.
Yeah. How he became the Lion King. We assume he was just born into this lineage, but Mustafa was actually an orphan cub who must navigate the world alone.
All right. Is this Disney? Must be.
This is Disney. Barry Jenkins, the guy that brought us Moonlight and the Underground Railroad. So, anyway, and then last but not least is Nosferatu, the silent horror classic Nosferatu. So it's coming back again. The guy that directed The Witch, The Lighthouse, and The Northman. So you're in.
I'm in 100% in. I just read that there. Robert Eggers. Yep. I'm 100% in.
So I'm assuming he probably went to Romania to film this because he likes filming these things on location. Because the Lighthouse was filmed in Nova Scotia, I think.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the atmosphere in this movie is going to be terrific if it's
off the chain.
Fantastic. Off the chain, dudes.
The chain, man.
And it's Nicholas Hoult, I think, that's plays.
Oh, is it?
Okay. So he's good.
Let's do a quick rundown of. We're running late, but let's do a quick down. Are you okay to continue or
physically?
Physically,
yes, just about.
Okay. So coming January 4th to Netflix, The Brother's Son. So this is Michelle Yeoh.
My God, is this still stuff?
This is TV. So this is that was the movies. This is TV now.
Okay. Right.
So Michelle Yeoh, she's an action drama.
Are you all okay to carry on?
Right. This is a crime boss, Los Angeles, hardened criminal, fighting ensues. That'll be the storyline. So The Brother's Son's coming out. Eco.
That's out already.
It is, yeah. In fact, it came out 3 days ago. I haven't watched it yet. No. Eco is out January. It says 10th here, but I'm pretty sure it's the 9th. Pretty sure it's Tuesday.
Tomorrow, though.
No, tomorrow's the 8th.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday it comes out. Anyway, so the character that they debuted in Hawkeye is back, and she's bringing a couple of people with her. Vincent D'Onofrio is back as Wilson Fisk, and I believe Charlie Cox might be putting in an appearance wearing a certain red suit.
Okay.
For some reason, they have made a TED TV show, and it is every bit as rude and crude as the movies. It looks great.
It looks brilliant, and it's the young. It's the
origin story.
It's the origin story
of Ted.
I am full in the. I really want to see it. I love the movies. So
yeah, this looks ridiculous. So yeah.
Why did they never make a third one?
I don't know, because they
not done well.
Yeah, maybe not,
or something.
This is Peter Capaldi and Cush Jumbo.
This is out, I think.
Oh, is it? No, Apple January 12th.
All right, I've never seen it advertised then. But it looks good.
Set in modern day London, anyway. Aye. Two detectives, a young woman at the beginning of her career, and then a detective who's at the end of his career. Brought together to solve a cold case. So, Peter Capaldi. I mean, the guy's amazing and everything he does. So, I will be watching that. I really liked his. You remember the science fiction-y one that he did?
Yes, I watched that.
Where he knew everything.
He
was called Noir or something.
That was weird. That
was a great show.
Aye.
True Detective Night Country. This is Jodie Foster's in it, and it's got a kind of like supernatural thing to it as well. This looks quite interesting. Chris Eccleston's in this one as well.
Nice one.
Carrying on with our sort of Narcos theme, Netflix is going to release on the 25th a show called Griselda, which is based on the life of Griselda Blanco, who was a cartel madam, I guess. And it's starring Sofia Vergara.
Modern Family.
There you go. Modern Family. Yep. I'll be watching it because I love Narcos. So
nice one.
Masters of the Air, Band of Brothers, but in the skies. That's the short version of that way of that one. Ncuti Gatwa's in it, which is kind of interesting. And so is your man Austin Butler.
Right. Elvis.
Elvis.
Mm-hmm. Who's Shooty again? Shooty as in Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Yep.
All right. Okay. He's getting a bit of work, isn't he?
He's all over the schedule.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith is coming to Prime Video on February 2nd. This is Childish Gambino.
The
Maya
TV
Erskine.
series.
Yeah. Sarah Paulson's in it as well. Ron Perlman.
Good cast.
Paul Dano's in it. John Turturro. Parker Posey, who was in a movie I watched the other night there. In fact, last night.
Some cast. Right, let's speed through these. It's getting freezing in here now.
I know. You not got a stove?
I do. It's kind of clicking away there, but I think I've got a draft at my door.
Okay. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Kind of subtle, given the fact that you get air coming in there. Paul Sun-Hyung Lee is in it. From Mandalorian, the pilot guy.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yep. And Daniel Day Kim from
pilot guy.
He's in it as well. Yeah, the X-Wing pilot guy.
And Rogue One?
Green guy. No. From Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Pilot.
The Republic pilot. He's in everything.
Oh, that dude. Sorry. Yeah,
he's like a massive Star Wars fan.
The X-Wing pilot. Aye.
Yeah, he's ages with us.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Shogun. I'm in.
I am in for this, definitely. I'm looking forward to this coming out. February.
This looks really good. Yeah. So this is coming out on FX February 27th. The Regime. This looks good as well. So Kate Winslet plays a chancellor in a satirical limited series. So it's like a Banana Republic, and she's the woman. She's the Evita type character. Right. She's the one in charge. Okay. It looks amazing. It looks really good.
Oh really? That Mayor of Easttown was terrific. I don't know if you watched it. It was brilliant.
I saw bits of it. I didn't see it all. Manhunt, which is based on the 12-day chase for Lincoln's killer. That's coming out soon.
Cool.
That looks quite interesting as well. Patton Oswalt's in it, which is a weird person to have in there, but yeah, he's in it. Pam Royal is in it. You're not a big fan of Kristen Wiig, though, are you?
Kristen Wiig, who's she again?
Yeah, she's in Paul.
Oh, she's in The Good Place. Is that her? She blonde hair?
No. That's that's not her. I'll show you a picture of her.
Kristen Wiig. I do know. I do recognise the name.
She was in Last Man Standing.
Oh, her?
Aye.
All right, I don't mind her.
All right, okay. Anyway, so she's in it. Anyway, she's Ricky Martin's in it as well, and Leslie Bibb. The three-body problem. I'm in. The three-body problem has nothing to do with having three dead bodies. It's to do with physics.
Yeah, this looks good.
It does look good. Yeah. And then finally, Benedict Wong's in it as well. Cool. Rosalind Chow's in it. What?
This is the thing from the Game of Thrones guys, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
David Benioff, and Wise.
Yeah. Well, if you're not going to let us do a Star Wars thing, we'll do this.
Yeah.
And then finally, from some people who brought us Westworld, Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan, Fallout, which looks good.
Great. This looks great. Yeah.
Walton Goggins. That's a great name. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
I think you're thinking of Bilbo Baggins.
It is that guy. Dude. The guy from True Grit.
I keep thinking he looks as if he's a baddie from 80s films, but he's current.
I know. He does. He reminds me of do you know
an Ant-Man as well? The second Ant-Man.
I think so.
I think he was.
I think he is. What was this guy?
I think he was.
Yeah, he looks like this guy. And you'll be like, oh yeah, he does. Let me get an old picture of him. I mean, I always think he looks like this guy. It's so difficult to get a picture of these things.
Oh yeah, maybe
He looks like that guy, doesn't he?
It's probably his dad.
That's Burton Gilliam.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, and that's it. That's all the news that's fit to print. So that's what's coming to your TVs.
Nice one.
And movie theaters. Shall we move on to what you're watching?
Very quickly.
What are you watching?
I can't remember. Right, your turn.
Oh my god!
We went to see Wonka in the cinema.
Oh yeah, okay.
Very, very enjoyable. That was our Christmas movie. We saw it in Everyman Cinema in Glasgow, which is like a boutique cinema.
Uh-huh.
Very nice experience and a joyous film. And the new tunes are great as well in it.
Okay.
And Timothy Chalamet is brilliant in it, and all the characters are great, and the songs are great as well.
Oh, that's good.
So it was a real good, feel good.
No
Christmas
mention
movie.
it's a musical whatsoever on any of the adverts for it.
It's completely a musical.
I know,
Totally.
but that's what I mean. Is like, do you think
I
they're trying to like hide it, or?
Well, it's not like Sweeney Todd. Like every time they open their mouths, it's a musical. But I
tell you the tale of Sweeney Todd.
But it doesn't matter. You don't. You know, it's not. We just burst into song now and again. It's great.
Yeah.
It's really good. We have been watching a thing called Louder Milk.
Oh, Louder Milk. Yeah. With Ron.
I remember the guy's name, but you'd recognise.
He's in the Office Space. He's the main character. In Office Space.
He was. He played.
Ron Livingston.
He played in Flash. The Flash movie. He played Barry Thingy's dad. He took over from that actor from him. Anyway, it's
Ron
him.
Livingston. Yeah.
I thought it was a new thing, but it's like 3 seasons.
3 seasons, yeah.
It's good. It reminds me of a show we had over here, an Australian show called Colin from Accounts. It's got that kind of vibe from which was a good show as well. We're kind of making our way through that. We watched.
So has Netflix got the rights to it? Because it just appeared and said new stuff, and I was like, it's weird. Because I've seen clips of him on TikTok, like the one where he goes up to the barista and she's got a vocal fry.
He lets a girl through and says, "You go first."
Yeah. And he goes, "No, that was the door. That wasn't the counter."
I'm just checking my list here. The Lodge. We watched The Lodge. It's new on Netflix. I didn't really enjoy it. Evelyn did enjoy it, but I just thought it didn't quite make sense. Quite well made and stuff like that, but I just didn't do it for me. We watched. Do you know? I didn't get this in Between the Ferns. Between the Ferns, you know,
Between the Ferns, yeah,
Galifianakis thing. But we watched the movie.
Yes,
the movie's brilliant.
It's good.
The movie's very funny.
Yeah.
Really
have you never watched Between the Ferns? Between Two Ferns?
No.
So the funny thing about it is, because it was for Funny or Die, the website Funny or Die. It starts off. He's sitting between. So there's the conceit is it's people being interviewed between two ferns. That's why it's called Between Two Ferns. For those of you who don't know, but as the show progresses, the ferns start to die off. They don't replace the ferns. So by the end of it, there's just like sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's an old show.
Yeah, but it's a really funny film. Really enjoyed it. Funny or Die is Will Ferrell,
yeah,
baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
We watched Special Correspondence, the Ricky Gervais one with Eric Bana.
Oh yeah.
It was quite good, but not kind of as heartfelt. Kind of he usually does. There was something kind of missing. I felt as if it was the studio was involved quite a bit in it.
I don't. I don't like him in movies. I've got to say, Ricky Gervais in movies doesn't do it for me. Like, I didn't like him in Night at the Museum. I didn't like him in that either.
And
he's only in it for. No, I know, but he just. I don't know. It's like, Ricky, play yourself, and it's like it just doesn't work.
His
the movie.
His movies have been good. The ones that he's done, Ghost Town and Would I Lie to You or something, whatever it was called. Two really good films, but that one I felt as if there was studio involvement somehow in it.
Right. Yeah.
All ends up
maybe actually. Yeah.
Fight and stuff. It's not really. Apple TV. We watched Mark Wahlberg's latest thing about the family.
So the Family Plan. Yeah, we watched it as well.
Surprisingly good.
And where was it set? It wasn't filmed there, but where was it set? Buffalo, New York.
Aye, that's right.
So the overhead shots were going, oh, we know what that is.
Yeah. So I didn't really expect much from it at all, to be honest with you, but it's actually really good. Really
it's a good movie, yeah. But again, it's Apple.
Yeah,
they don't tend to buy crap. Yeah, Michelle Monaghan's in it as well. And I thought there's a bit in it where I don't know if you stayed to the end, but there's a halfway through they do like the mum and the dad are rapping along to Vanilla Ice,
and
then it cuts to later on after the credits. There's an after credits part of it, and it's the two kids doing it the same thing but to Lizzo.
Oh really? No, I didn't see that.
It's good.
No, I really enjoyed it. Very good. We watched Doctor Who's episode, which was
Christmas special.
Was
the Church on Ruby Road.
I just think they've taken it too far, whatever they're trying to do with the show. I'm tapping out, I think.
I mean, to be honest, I thought it was very reminiscent of Rose.
Labyrinth.
Well, yeah, but because the whole goblin and the snatching of the baby and all that kind of stuff,
and the song,
which is it was a song as well. But there's actually a funny thing as well, because we watched Blade Trinity yesterday, which is the one with Parker Posey that I was saying we watched earlier on. And there's a bit in it where Dracula says to her, he says, "Do you know, to this little kid, do you know who I am?" And she looks at him dead in the eye and goes like, "You're the Goblin King."
Huh?
It's just funny because he's dressed in this big puffy shirt.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. It's a kid's show, and it's like these things are fine. It's a good introduction to the character. The only thing where I actually thought he was more like the Doctor was the bit where he said, "I'm the Doctor" at the very end. The rest of it was just lots of running. And I find that seems to be Doctor Who now, is lots of running.
I don't know. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked one of the episodes from the three that they brought out with David Tennant. I liked the middle one, but
I don't know if it's Murray Gold or whoever it is that's doing this, but please stop putting the music up far too. I had to put the captions on again.
That's your age, dear.
It's not my age, honestly.
Set my captions on watching the snooker.
Comes up like as the two balls hit each other. It's not my age. It is a mix problem, because I have stereo speakers, but the mix for Netflix is 5.1, and so I don't get enough power going to the center channel because I don't have a center channel.
I have that issue. I have that issue when we're watching the on the projector.
Exactly, yeah, because you've got the stereo speakers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a sound bar, but we only have it's only 2.1, so it's the two stereo speakers and the one subwoofer. So it's a first world problem, but it's a doozy.
It's quite frankly. Last night we watched South Park, the Cred episode. So it's like the Prime Just Drink. Yeah. It's their version of that. It's called Cred.
About Prime, the Logan Paul drink.
Yeah,
thing.
very funny. 45 minutes long. I mean, it's like, okay, you're stretching this joke out quite far,
Yeah.
but it was still very good, I have to say.
Well, we said that with the goats, but they were funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so really enjoyed that. So I probably missed stuff, but that's kind of the general gist of it. I watched. Oh God, man! I blasted that Outlast.
Yep, I was about to say.
Holy moly, that is good.
That is
seemed
absolutely
scripted.
compelling.
That seemed scripted. Yeah. It was so that woman. Wow.
Do you know she was on Instagram and basically saying that if essentially adrenaline kicked in and she's not like that in real life, but I've been through so many like problems and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, okay, but that's not how it comes across in the TV.
Wow, what a show! Highly recommended.
Oh, brilliant! It's really good. And like the when they stole the sleeping bags, I'm like that's just evil. That's I mean that's you can kill someone, and the poor guys, the team, the two that were left in the team, the man and the women, they were like, we're tapping out, man, we got nothing to go. And then and then Javi, who I think was trying to play the game right, he had to go as well at that point because like no one else would take him.
I know.
Because the other team were like, we don't want you because they'll take retribution because they hate you, and if you join us, they'll hate us.
Crazy.
And they'd already like been tarred with the sort of obnoxious feather.
And
I felt really bad as well with the guy with the Guy Fawkes, you know, the Van Dyke, but he brought it on himself. He was the one that stole the sleeping bags.
Oh yeah.
So.
Once they started turning to him, and I was like, "Whoa, what's this?
I know.
This is off the scale."
Oh no, it was off the scale. Paranoia.
Mad, great show.
That was great. It was honestly that was better than Alone.
Definitely.
As much as I love Alone, that was.
Oh, definitely was.
So yeah, bring that back.
High drama.
And the yomp at the end, that was insane.
Yeah.
It was like 9 miles downstream.
Yeah.
We watched the Doctor Who special. We watched Reacher. That's still very much going through the season just now. You need to start watching it.
Okay.
Jodie, honestly, it's if anything screams middle-aged dad TV show, it's Reacher.
All right, okay. I might watch it.
Yeah.
There's too much stuff out there to watch.
I know there is.
I'll try.
We watched Deadpool again because we hadn't seen it in a while. It's still a great movie.
Yeah.
Mostly because I wanted to see Francis in it again.
Francis.
But yeah, just the jokes in it as well. Like, it's a really big house with only 2 of you in there. Just all these kind of jokes. Like it's almost like the studio couldn't afford the rest of the X-Men. And because they redo the joke in the second one where he opens at the door and they're all sitting there like, don't say what.
Is that for having a secret meeting?
Yeah. I watched American Made, which is wee tiny Tom Cruise.
Yep.
And he plays a pilot who gets in with the Contras and Pablo Escobar and the CIA, and it's brilliant.
That really is.
It's a very funny movie
up really
until it's movie. Not.
Oh my god, I know. I did not
expect it becomes not funny.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I watched. I'll get to one movie at the end there that I watched a couple of days ago, but I watched 3 movies last night. We'd done everything that we were going to do that like yesterday, and it was like it was like 6 hours till bedtime. I'm like, well, I'm just going to sit and watch movies then. So we watched Blade Trinity, which is not as good as the first 2. The first 2 movies are better than Blade Trinity, but it was okay. Then we watched Blood Rain with Ben Kingsley. Michael Madsen's in it, and who else is in it? No, that's it. Oh no, Michelle Rodriguez is in it.
Right.
It's based on it's an Uwe Ball film, and it's based on the video game Blood Rain.
All right. Okay.
It is a terrible, terrible movie.
Oh,
it's
okay.
an awful movie. Do not watch it. And that was on Prime. And then the other one we watched last night was Hidden Strike, which is John Cena and Jackie Chan.
This sounds like an 80s movie.
So here's the problem I have with this movie.
Oh God.
It takes 45 minutes for them into the movie. It's an hour and a half long, so halfway through the movie, before they meet. And after that, it becomes like Rush Hour. It's like a Rush Hour where the jokes are coming thick and fast, and he's doing all these kind of all that kind of stuff. And before that, it's this. I mean, I don't want to say this just in case we get cancelled, but it's like this kind of like People's Liberation Army of China type, like publicity type film.
Okay.
It's just a very boring heist type movie up until that point, and then when you meet, it becomes interesting.
How did you manage to pick those two movies? Just by committee?
So it's my New Year's resolution.
Right.
I'm just picking movies that I wouldn't normally watch.
Probably right. Okay, I'd say it's not a good idea.
No, but it is a good idea because I'm seeing things that I wouldn't normally go out of my way to watch, and it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what was your third film?
And the other one was Extinction.
What, the old one? The old movie?
No, it's Michael Pena.
Extinction. I think
Extinction.
I've seen
Michael Pena and Lizzie Kaplan. Okay.
Oh, I've seen this. It's good.
And it's about these aliens this guy has dreams about aliens invading Earth.
That's right. Yeah.
And his wife goes, "You're crazy."
Aye.
And he goes, "I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, I keep having these dreams, and the dreams get more and more vivid for the first like 20 minutes of the thing. Then they have a dinner party, and then the aliens invade Earth, and it's like, oh wow, this is really good." Yeah. And as soon as it's a bit slow, so it's like 20 minutes, first 20 minutes. Again, it's another hour and a half long movie. The other thing as well is I'm trying to watch a lot of 90-minute movies as well. That's another reason why these movies are getting, because like they're only 90 minutes long, because I'm like, I could watch an hour and a half. Every time I see a movie that's 2.5 hours, I'm like,
can't believe we're saying that we're on the 90-minute mark. Anyway,
I know. Anyhow,
we're over
that's why I said that. But the Extinction feels like a Philip K. Dick book. And there's bits of it that are quite similar to Total Recall as well.
Yeah.
That I found. Fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, those of you who haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a while ago. It's not a new film.
It's like 2018 or something, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. When you said it, I immediately thought I enjoyed that film, so I must have done. That was my immediate memory of it.
Anyway, I think we're done. I know, a gargantuan episode. I know.
Well, I suppose it had to be, didn't it? Because
exactly, yeah, we've got a lot to cover.
Yeah.
But if you like what we see, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like and share as well. All of these things are free. We don't ask you to do we ask you to do these things. You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't pay for it. But we do appreciate it. It really does help the channel out. And yeah, that's about it. I guess we'll see you next Sunday, I think.
Yeah, as normal.
All right, folks. Catch you later. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Guys. Cheers.